Hey guys, and welcome back to our channel. Thank you if you've stayed tuned to our channel. We appreciate the fact that you're here with us today because we have a lot of interesting stuff that's in store for you. My sister Jennifer and I, we have got a little bit more to talk about skin tones and undertones and how you can find out what colors look really good on you. So Jen, would you like to walk us through the first bit of this?
So we understand that our skin is some shade of brown, okay? How do we arrive at that? We take one color, okay? We either add white to that color or we add black to that color. And so that color either gets lighter than it is or darker than it is. It's a basic color theory, okay? Basic concept. So when it comes to our skin color, it is just a lighter or a darker shade of brown depending on how much whiteness there is added to that brown or darkness that is added to that brown. Okay, and that will determine in some ways how certain colors look on you or certain colors reflect on you. This can be in terms of how you look when you're photographed or in a video, or even if people see you in plain sunlight, you can be able to tell to some degree that this color either looks really good on me or I'm not able to really figure out why that particular t-shirt does not suit me, or if this shirt really complements my complexion. Now Jessie is going to take us through another concept that is added to the color of skin, and that's a third variant that makes a huge difference. Jessie.
Right. So now that we just went over adding white to brown, making it a lighter brown, and adding black to brown, making it a darker brown. But the third player in this game is the shade grey. Now when we add grey to any color, what we're doing is we're not going to affect the lightness or the darkness of the color.
Right.
We are only going to desaturate the color. Now, for those of you who don't know what saturation means, it means the purity of a color, like a Ferrari red or a fuchsia pink. Now, these are colors which are highly concentrated, highly saturated. They don't have any amount of gray in them.
Right.
But if you take an example like the shirt that I'm wearing right now, it is not a very true blue, or even Jennifer's top is not a very true green. There is some amount of grayness added to it. We do this because we fall in that skin tone category. But if you're still wondering, which category you fall into, try picking a piece of fabric or any top or a kurta or a sari or whatever you have lying around and experiment on yourself, especially now that you're working from home or you're attending classes from home. You have a lot of free time on your hands, we are hoping, where you can probably try on a particular fabric that is a very light but a very clear color, a very dark and also a very clear color, and a very muted and a soft and an ashy grey color. And we're not talking about a pure grey like this backdrop we have. We're not talking about a pure grey. We're talking about a greyish color, right? So by these three players in the color game, we'll be able to determine which category you fall into, which we're going to talk about in the next video. Guys, we hope that you'll stay with us, and before we leave you, I'm sure Jen has something to say.
So one thing that you have to keep in mind when it comes to trying on these colors is a suggestion is, once you identify, now based on our previous video, we will link it in the description box. In our previous video, we spoke about the warmth or the coolness of a certain color. Now once you figure that out, to identify the depth of color of your own skin, what you can do is take a piece of fabric, preferably in the same color. Okay, like for example, you take a red, okay, take a lighter version of the red. That would probably be a pink, alright, because there is some white added to it. Take a darker version of the red, like a brick red or something that was close to a maroon. Then you can also take a color to which grey has been added to. So it is a muted form of red. So it is almost like a really soft rust color, or something like that. Okay, right. or really like the color of your a pink lip. So it's a very muted color. So take the same color, try it on in different shades, so you will come to know which one actually suits you, whether it's the lightest one that reflects best on you, or if it's the darkest one that's bringing out a glow, or if it is the brightest one, the true red. Okay,
Right.
or if it's the soft muted version of it. So it's preferable that you stay within the same color family. So, and another thing is, if you hear any groans or any walking around or any barks or whatever in between, that's because we have a doggy, Arfa. She's always here with us. So we thank you for giving us your time, and we hope you really enjoyed this video.
Yeah, please leave us comments if you are struggling to find your skin tone, and we are always going to be around to walk you through this journey. You are not alone, and trust me, we want to be part of your style journey as well, and we want you to feel beautiful and very special, just the way that you were created to be. And like this video if you enjoyed it, and do share this with your friends. We hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye and take
Bye.
care.